So the boundary protocol has, it has many different stages, and you'll hear me talk about strategy of how to communicate within a relationship, and that is emotional labor. And so, although we may talk about strategy, there's a reason why strategy is the fourth pillar of our coaching, because often we have to back up to path, generational trauma, childhood trauma, past romantic relationship wounding. We've got to down regulate or unwind the neural system that's been keeping us in a defense mechanism that even allows us to even look at strategy. So when we talk about strategy, and then I'll have women that are like, why are you telling women to do the emotional labor? I'm not. Normally it's a one and done kind of scenario, or maybe a couple of times where you're trying to ask a question that can open the hood so that we can look at the engine. Otherwise he's going to react with defense. The reality is, if you're stating normal, healthy, secure attachment boundaries and needs, then you state it once and you move back. And you let the system show you what its capacity is. And when it lets you show what the capacity is, then you remove access. And there are stages of that, with the final stage being you leave the relationship. Like, that's how evolution, that's how natural selection actually works. What I'm trying to do is to help men understand how they downregulate their nervous system so they have more capacity before they become extinct. Because we're going through an evolutionary event where women want a full spectrum emotional man. And it's something that was conditioned out of us for a lot of different reasons, and we can blame all that, and we can understand how it got that way. And when you understand the system, it can be very helpful because it can move a lot of the blame and shame out of the way. But when you have a woman that's been in a relationship for 40 years and she's trying to talk to him, well, that identity is pretty, it's pretty locked in. Well, what's left? Well, it's for her to take away access to her. And if that's not valuable enough for a man to get curious about how to shift his neural system so he's not reacting in a way that will never allow her to feel understood, well, then he's going to become extinct in the relationship. Because why? Because natural selection, she's going to choose herself. And I would encourage any human being, where you are attempting to connect with normal, healthy, secure attachment boundaries and needs, and you can't get the other person to pay attention, to show up. Okay, well, how long do you want to stay in that? And often it's when men are faced with the cost of staying the same that they get curious, and then they come do the work. And I wish it wasn't that way, but it often is. The question is it, 2 years? Like, when will she give up, on that also? And often it's after she's left that men come like, well, maybe I should do something about this because I'm on my sixth, relationship, and they all keep ending the same way. Yeah, it might be time.